It's unfortunate. It's something we did not foresee, nor are we happy about, but it has happened, and we're doing our best to remedy the situation as quickly as we can.
Executives from the country's largest mining firm, Philex, are finally showing pictures of a tailings spill at their Benguet mine. In early August, tailings waste from the Padcal mine began leaking into this creek, which flows into the larger Agno River. A government engineer tells the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines this was once a clean, Class A river. This river is the lifeblood of 42 households of indigenous people who mainly support themselves with fishing or mining. Philex supplied these photos and has openly engaged with the media. The spokesman for Philex says the spill was not the result of negligence, but an unpredictably large rainfall.
An accident occurred, and it has nothing to do with the integrity of the tailings pond, but it had something to do with force majeure, with too much rain. And it was not the pond, by the way, that was breached. It was not the dam. It was the penstock and the tunnel. Now it's being addressed.
This diagram shows the steps Philex took to stop the leak. This long, hollow tube is a penstock. When water in the tailings pond overflows, it drains into the penstock and out the drainage tunnel below. Philex asserts that the heavy rain increased pressure on the penstock, causing a leak. Within days, spill samples reveal the suspended solids in the two penstocks are almost 100 to 1,000 times the allowable level. The company begins dropping large rocks into the tailings pond to plug the leak. For nearly 40 days, Philex tries this approach. The leaks continue. A source on Twitter sends Rappler this video taken at the site. A government engineer says dropping these concrete boulders into the pond is a trial and error approach. A Philex engineer says they wedged a 1,000-ton concrete sphere into the sinkhole. It works.
So from about 2 inches thick of flowing slurry, it immediately went down to about less than an inch, and the density, or the slurry density, from as high as 50 to 60%, it went down to less than 1%.
They pour concrete over the plug to keep it in place and commission a new spillway to filter out some of the tailings from the penstock. They spray the creek banks to flush out the tailings and manually bag sediment to carry it away. Despite losing up to 40 million pesos a day, Philex keeps the mine closed.
Here is a very good example of one big company that had taken bold steps, even had gone to the extent of saying that they are suspending operations. This is an example of what responsible mining companies are, and I think we owe it to the company and even commend it publicly, although we are still looking at the end result of that.
Philex says they already paid roughly 800,000 pesos to the neighboring community to cover damages, mostly to fishing traps and fishing boats and livestock. The company says it will cover damages for the community, but will contest a 1 billion peso fine the government wants to impose. The Mines and Geosciences Bureau chief says the Bureau is ready to face the challenge in court. The question is, will Philex remain the Philippines' poster firm for responsible mining after this? Katherine Visconti, Rappler, Manila.